So Ed has done the 75 hard challenge a couple of times, I think.
Yeah. I've done that a few times.
Wow.
Yeah.
How'd you find that?
Well, it's funny. It's really funny. So for my career, I hope none of them are listening, because I actually DM Andy, the guy who me and him sort of connect sometimes in the DM, the guy who runs First Form and whose program it is. I found it very interesting. I've always been someone who likes to push myself to do really difficult things. So I enjoyed it, and it's definitely got me in sort of amazing shape when I've been doing it. But from a business standpoint, the more I reflect on it, I don't think it's been that beneficial for my work, because I found I was talking a lot more. We actually talked about this, James, a while back in the DMs. I was talking a lot more to maybe the wrong people, because I was promoting this, no sleep, work really hard, be so strict with your diet. And actually, as a coach, they're probably not the best strategies to give to people. Like whenever I have someone on a client call, I won't tell them to do that. I'll say, because I got a lot of people who came up to me through it, because Andy, God bless him, shared a video of mine. And so I got a load of new followers who were, Andy fanatics and 75 hard people. And so I got loads of voice notes saying, oh, do you recommend this? And is this what you do as a coach? Are you like a 75 hard coach? And I was like, no. This is just something I'm doing for my own sort of physical and mental toughness. And every time I was on a call, I was basically telling people what I tell people now as a coach, that's a lot more balanced, a lot more well-rounded, and that it might not be the best thing for you. But equally, I'm never going to tell someone not to do something. But does that make sense? So I've really realized in my content now, I'm not talking about that stuff anymore. Because I'm like, actually, maybe I'm sending the wrong message from the people who I'm actually going to work with.
Let's just have a quick one just about what it is.
Yes.
Just some people listening.
Yeah, so basically it's this guy, Andy, who runs a massive company in America called First Form. And, he's kind of divisive as a bloke. I think that would be fair to say. And I'm not a fan on a lot of the politics. We're not going to get into that stuff today, but
He's going hard on that lately.
He talks a lot about that. And to be honest, Andy, I hope you're not listening, but I've had to mute his stories just because I can't deal with a lot of that stuff. We're not going to go down that rabbit hole, but he's a great guy, and he's really helped me with the kind of mental toughness and the career development. So I've always been a fan of his. And then he has this challenge. So it's basically 5 critical tasks. The phase 1 is that there's, I think, 4 phases when you put them all together. It takes a year to complete, but the basic premise is 5 critical tasks that you have to do every single day for 75 days straight, without a break, without making any errors or mistakes, which is thing that I struggle with telling people about, because as I'm sure we're going to come on to, it's not the best thing from a coaching strategy. You have to do 2 workouts a day, 45 minutes, 1 outside in the rain or snow or wherever you live in the world, 1 inside. You have to be very strict with a diet. So you pick your sort of caloric intake and you have to stick on that. No cheat meals, no alcohol. He talks about, you have to read 10 pages of a personal development book, and you have to drink 4 liters of water, I think, something like that. So those are kind of the tasks, and you just basically do those, smash them out every day consistently.
You also, if you don't do one of them tasks, you have to start from 1.
You go back to day 1. Yeah.
So it's been sort of like, it's a massive program. It's free, and so many people do it, and it's sort of been heavily criticized by people who don't really know what it's about, because they think it's like a diet protocol. But at the crux of it, and Andy sort of puts this across, is it's more of like a mental resilience course.
100%. Yeah, 100%. And that's why I did it, because I know it's not probably the best thing to do from a actual well-rounded health, program. It's just to test yourself, and can you push yourself when you really don't want to work out? You go and do the outside run or whatever you're doing, and it was great for me, that part of it. But yeah, I'm kind of on the fence with it now, just because of the field I'm in. I think if I was a bloody lawyer or something, I'd promote it and it would be very different, and I'd just do it purely for myself. But it does sort of come up against some of my own philosophies, if that makes sense, with actual wellness and health. But it serves its purpose as what he's going for. And he's very open with that. He says there are better weight loss programs out there. This is for your mind. And I love that about him as well, because that's what he's all about.